The tunnels resemble worm-like holes 30 feet in diameter with smooth red rock floors and ceilings. The sides are covered with interwoven wire, conduit, bands of metal, and circuitry. It's also pretty dry down here. The circuitry gives off a dim glow around 5 feet, so you can see everything, but the lighting's not the best. And the only things you can really hear is the hum of electricity and the smell of ozone that goes with electricity in the air.
Okay. I was gonna say, just to let you know, I do have superior dark vision, so I can see in dim light within 90 feet, as if it was bright light.
The lighting is where you can pretty much see everything, but finer details, like color, things like that, are harder to tell, I guess, just for Anima.
I have normal dark vision.
It's mood lighting. Y'all can see just fine, but it's eerie mood lighting.
Okay.
So as you continue down, you can see signs of gunfire where the crew that is currently being detained fought against something. Looks like there's like a swarm of lizard creatures. The lizards didn't win, but they certainly went down fighting. Signs of gunfire and burst weapons are seen on the walls, floor, ceiling. There's blood spatters along the wall and chunks of metal that dot the floor. And further down, you see a mass of green and red lizard-like creatures climbing on top of each other, trying to get something that's like stuck in the wall. They're very intent on whatever this is stuck in the wall, fighting against each other. Roll a perception check.
Seriously. 14. I need to not use the shard dice right now.
Dirty 20.
Yay!
You remember that person that was missing their arm?
Yeah.
Found it, stuck in the wall.
It's stuck in the wall?
It's caught in the conduit and metal about 5 feet off the floor.
Okay, because I was imagining, like, stuck in the wall, you know what I mean? Like, the wall had, like
it glitched through the wall.
Yeah, I got it. I got it, though. I got it now.
The lizards haven't noticed you yet. But you do have to go past them.
Sure, then I'm gonna take out my pistol and aim it in the middle of them.
Okay.
12 plus 5, that's a 17 for the first attack.
That hits.
1d6 plus 2, that's 5, that's 7 damage to whichever one is right in the middle that I hit. And then the second is a 9 plus 5, that's a 14 to hit.
Just hits.
That's a 1 plus 2, 3 damage for my second attack. What else can I do?
As you fire these 2 shots,
I think that's all.
You do get a couple of them. Like, there are a couple of lizards that fall dead to the ground. The rest of them just stop fighting. In unison, turn to see what exactly causes that disruption. They stare at you, blink a couple of times in surprise, and then they go to swarm you. Let's get that initiative roll.
Sure. I'm gonna
9. That didn't go well.
16.
Unfortunately, the lizards do go first.
Did I get anything for them being surprised?
You took like 10 points off of their HP.
That's true.
And for that, they are going to attack you because you were also the most obvious target.
Yeah, I'm the only obvious
See, Vi is still hiding. Vi is still stealth.
Yeah. You are now covered in these venomous lizards, and they are attempting to bite you, but I don't think a 13 does it.
It's 18, yeah. It doesn't do anything.
Yeah, so you are now covered by the entire swarm of these venomous lizards, and they are just trying to nom on your armor, and it is not effective. But they're giving it their
tried
best.
Nom. Not effective.
Nope.
Great. Okay. So then I think my turn is next, yes?
It is. What do you do as you're covered in angry little lizards?
I'm gonna stop. I put the pistol back. And I take out my sword. I use that one. Natural 20?
Yes.
Alright, so you get your max damage plus the damage you roll.
Yeah. So that is 1d8 plus 4 plus whatever damage I roll. Plus, come back here! Plus, I rolled a 3. Do we add the 4 once or twice?
You add the 4 to each hit.
So, 7 plus 8 plus 4, whatever that is.
19.
Yeah,
Yeah.
thank you.
Describe to me what it looks like as you kill all but like 4 or 5 of these lizards. There's still a few hanging on there. They're just in places where you can't quite get them, but describe what it looks like.
You know how Link has the spin attack?
Mm-hmm.
A little bit like that.
You just spin around, sword out, slicing pretty much all but like 4 or 5 of the lizards as they fly off of you and plop onto the ground. The few that survived had been actively biting your armor and now might be a little stuck. Yes, that's your first attack.
Yeah.
Do you want to kill them all, or do you want to let Vi help?
Hey, you know, I might not be able to reach the other ones. Let me see. God, I gotta roll my dice a different direction. I keep rolling them off the table. We're gonna box.
Box is good.
That's a 6 plus 7, which is a
13.
13.
After that very impressive attack, you were not able to hit the 5 remaining lizards.
I can't reach them. They're in a spot that I can't reach. Vi, do your thing.
Okay. Alright, let's see. Okay, so I can use Death Strike because another enemy of the target within 5 is literally under the... They are literally on the other enemy of them.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I imagine Anima is standing very still, knowing the second she sees you start moving.
Yeah. So that'd be 13 plus... Oh, come on, where is it? Plus 4, so 17. Let's see, there's the Death Strike. That's 12.
Describe to me how
then-
you kill the 5 remaining lizards. It had 7 hit points left. The swarm had 7 hit points left.
Okay. Vi just kind of, I guess, uses the saber sword to brush them off. Very quickly. Because it's, you know, an actual weapon, it just cuts, like, well, decapitates the lizards, cuts them in half, things like that. It's just like, get off of her.
They got that badly fucked up by these things?
Yeah, can I take a look at them? Do they look like they're babies? Or do they look kind of just fully grown, but...
As you will remember, they didn't mention being attacked by the lizards, they were attacked by the constructs.
That's true.
The lizards were just after what was left behind, and then you interrupted their lunch. And now they're all dead.
Yeah, I'm not fishing that thing out of the wall. Shall we?
Yes, but I think I'd like to sneak again, just in case. So should I roll another stealth roll?
Go for it.
Ooh, 14, so not very good.
I'm also gonna try just for shits and giggles.
Go for it.
6 plus 3, that's even worse. That's a 9.
Okay.
So you're not subtle.
No. But I'm trying, and that's what's important.
You're just trying to walk quietly. It's like clunk.
Alexis is giving
Clunk.
me such a fucking
Clunk.
look.
Yeah, it's just... Vine knows that Emma's trying, so she's just kind of like, okay. Whatever. All right, let's go.
I think Dumb Himbo's doing her best, guys.
Yeah, it's just.
Okay. Onwards!
Several hundred feet further into the tunnel, as you were trying really hard to be sneaky, but it's kind of hard to hide, and it's really echoey in here. You get to an intersection. Going forward, it leads to, there's a open door with a lit room behind it. To the left and to the right, there's like debris blocking the way, like a ways down the tunnel, so you wouldn't be able to go very far. But I will say, Vi, you do notice there's this light flickering, this pale blue light flickering off to the left, almost covered by the debris, or like behind, coming from behind the pile of debris.
I'll mount submissive Anima going, there's a light coming from behind left. It's a pale blue light. Do you think that's the energy signature they were talking about? I don't know if we should go moving debris right now, but...
Behind a pile. It's not like under a pile. Behind a pile.
Oh, okay. Okay.
I'll go investigate if you would like to stay hidden.
Let's both go. I'm not sure we should both be separated very much. I don't like that door. That door just being open. He's suspicious.
Alright, I'm gonna go and do an investigation on the light.
You don't need to roll. As you approach, you see the source of that light is a Blair. Covered in loose conduit, the suit appears damaged and it's leaking energy. The Blair is sitting with their back to the wall, head hanging low, and as it hears the noise, you can see it before it spots you. Struggles to lift a pistol and says, "You've come back, have you? Scared off by spider constructs, but now you're back. So brave."
No.
Are they speak-
No.
You recognize this Blair, actually. It's Gavalia. She was
Okay.
part of the crew of the Hyperlance.
It's been a minute. Can you remind us who the Hyperlance is?
Remember when Stavios accidentally got everyone involved in a crime and you had to kind of sort of steal a ship, but it wasn't really stealing a ship, you were just taking it before other people could steal it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
She was one of, like, the 4 people that were on the ship when you had to take it through the rift.
And what was her name again?
Gavalia. The second you start talking, the head, like, perks up a little bit more. You just see her kind of, like, relax a little bit as she recognizes you. Her suit is continuing to leak energy. She only has noticed Anima. She hasn't really noticed Vi, because Anima made herself known, more or less. And she's not doing great.
Oh, Valia, by the stars, what happened to you? Are you okay?
I was traveling with my child, Belarus. I was teaching them, and then they were hunting us. Our ship was damaged, so we had to take an escape pod. We ended up here. We've been running, and we ran into trouble. Told Belarus to run and find somewhere to hide. I don't know where they are. The room just around the corner, that's where the constructs came from.
Did you get attacked by the constructs too?
We both did, and I was also covering so Belarus could escape while the mercenaries were trying to take me and the constructs down.
I go out sort of stealth with like my hands up showing like no problem here. Like, did the mercenaries know you were here?
They were chasing you, right?
Yeah, were they chasing you?
Yes. I was showing Belarus a unique asteroid cluster They're very curious. They are. And they somehow must have found us. It's been so long since hunting us has been outlawed. I forgot there are some who still do. We weren't able to run fast enough, but I was able to give Belarus time to get away, and I'm glad to see the two of you.
I'm gonna contact. Do we have like a group text?
You've got like communication earpieces, you have your SIM units, there are ways for you to, depending on who you want to contact and if you have their contact information.
I'm gonna try and contact everyone from the ship, or Nell, or the captain, and be like, hey, we've got an injured friendly in here. Can we get somebody, an
Can
injured...
Callie come by real quick?
Yeah,
and then I sort of add on to that, be like, they were hunting Belair, from what it sounds like.
You don't hear Spectre's response, but you can almost picture the string of Kesh swear words that came from her reading that.
I'm guessing internal, because she's still probably doing something to mess with them. Or keeping hidden.
The response you get back is, oh, they will be dealt with accordingly. I don't know how much time it'll take to get them properly secured. Some of them are being a little resistant, and we don't want casualties. Are either of you good at mechanics? This message coming from Spectra, just...
It depends on the mechanics.
No!
I can try. I'm better at computers than actual mechanics, but I could give it a shot. What's up?
I'm bad at both.
I forgot. She doesn't ask that question. She context clues that the friend is a Belair. So the response back is,
sorry.
If the friendly is Belair and they are injured, it's most likely there was damage done to their suit. If that damage can be repaired, that will stabilize them.
Well.
You can have advantage if, like, both of you are working on it. Gavalia is probably gonna try and help out, and Tolly starts sending you just a bunch of information. Because remember when you first met her, she was pretending to be an AI robot in a suit that was, like, inspired by Belair energy containment suits.
Right, so I'm gonna not touch it because I feel like I'd make it worse, but I am going to read out Tali's messages.
Good.
And that's how I'm going to help.
You are moral support and holding things.
Good.
Yeah.
Alright.
And also purveyor of information.
Yeah. Okay, so you said advantage?
Yes.
Okay, please be nice to me. Oh goodness, one. Where did you go? Hold on. Dice.
Runaway dice.
Okay, I'm glad you were a 19, but no.
Runaway dice.
Okay. Alright, 17 plus 2, 19.
You were just trying to hit a 13, so...
Awesome.
It ends up being a little bit more intuitive than you thought it would be, considering you are not familiar with Belair containment suits in a way that you thought would be helpful, but it just kind of makes sense. And the main goal is you're trying to stop the energy leak so she can start to heal, because Belair are beings of energy that live in suits. That energy leak is the equivalent of her bleeding. You are able to stop the bleeding, and I think you're even able to help shore up the parts of her suit that got damaged. And she is able to stand, and you feel just like a feeling of like gratitude coming from her. Thank you.
Alright, I'm glad that worked out. You're welcome. And I send a message to everyone else going, it went well. We got them.
What, the little one, what was their name?
Belarus.
Okay.
Belarus. Time to find Belarus, then, I guess.
Yeah.
I mean, you're welcome to come, but I don't know how long our fix is going to last. If you would prefer to get a full fix back on the Opal Star first.
Yeah, but we're kind of stuck here for now.
I don't know when I'll be able to fight, but perhaps I can help with any repairs that need to be done to your ship, or see if there's some way to get rid of the mercenaries. Way to make sure that they are not able to come after you, and make sure we have a safe way to get off this rock. She doesn't know about the containment that's going on.
We have people doing that, but if you want to take a breather, like, that's fine. If you want to come with us, I understand, but if you'd rather get fully patched up first.
I think I would be more of a hindrance in the fight, but if you continue on down that way, pointing towards the central room, that is where most of the constructs came from, and that is where I lost Cell Belarus. It's been some time, they may not still be there, but they will be farther into the facility, perhaps.
Is there anything we can tell them to let them know that we're, I guess, on their side? I'm sure they're pretty scared right now.
Think about that, hang on. Give your DM a second.
Okay.
Tell them that no matter what the darkness devours, the stars will always reignite.
Okay, thank you.
No, thank you. They head off back up the tunnel to attempt to find some way to be useful and help make sure that there's a way to get off the planet. Not planet, asteroid.
Onward? Are you going to re-stealth?
Yeah.
Yeah, that might be a good idea.
Yeah.
Once again, shits and giggles, I'm gonna try it too.
Why not?
19. Not too bad.
Nice.
17.
Perhaps it's the seriousness of the moment, or the fact that the stakes have been raised and now there is a goal. There's someone who needs saving. You're either able to focus on maybe even like more or less copying how Vi is sneaky.
Well, I'm always trying to do that, but it very rarely works.
This time it does, as you sneak through the open door and you see a dozen large metal platforms, each resting just above the stone door, and they fill the room. Straight ahead of you on the back wall, you see there's another door as well as a large schematic. The pedestals are currently all empty, but if you would like to roll either investigation, perception, or insight.
I would say perception or insight for me. It's much higher.
I'm gonna go with perception.
That's an 18.
15.
With that, as you are looking around and sneaking your way through, staying within eyesight of each other, but also staying hidden, you're able to piece together that this is where the constructs are made. Not the sort of proper Kanasi, but the constructs that attack the other crew, as well as the ones that were trying to attack the ship. They were made here. And it's currently empty because all of them just got sent out and are now either dead or becoming dead. With those rolls, you also realize that the schematic on the back wall is a map of the complex. And you notice there's a service tunnel that leads to the docking area where you can bypass the hangar entirely.
Is there like a big red self-destruct button anywhere? To get rid of the rest of these flying spiders? Or like hey, stop asteroid. Making these motherfuckers. These little guys. Stop making the little guys. We don't want any more little guys.
It's not on the map, but you do see, with the tunnel you're currently in, there are 2 or 3 more rooms that you'll hit before you get to the sort of side tunnel. There's not a here's how you destroy everything button, but you figure there's probably somewhere where you can either stop it entirely or reckon enough that someone who actually knows how to stop it can come in and stop it entirely. There's one door, one way out, unless you want to go back the way you came. And there's no sign of Belarus being in here.
Yeah, we're looking for something specific, so we're gonna continue on. Or at least I'm gonna continue on.
Yeah. I am too, just, again, stealthy. Because, don't know what else.
Gotcha. Would you like to check the door?
Okay, what do you want me to use to check the door?
I'll say perception. As you are checking to see if there's anything on the other side or anything unexpected
Dirty
in
20.
the door.
Dirty 20.
You don't even have to press your ear to the door to notice there are sensors on them.
On the door?
Yes. You might be able to reroute the circuitry that will allow the door to open, and you might be able to trick the sensors into not setting off alarms.
Yeah, I
Or
would
being
like
able
to, do
to
that.
open doors easily. Yeah, give me a computer's roll.
Let's say I do have infiltration tools, if that helps.
I don't know if you're gonna need that much help to get this roll, but
Okay, cool. Oh, nat 20, so that's a 27.
Huzzah!
alright, yeah, you were going for a 12, so
Okay. Good.
not only are you able to very easily reroute the circuitry so the door opens, you get the feeling you could probably do many more in your sleep.
This
Awesome.
game has a real sink or swim today.
Yeah.
Yeah. There is a drone that's kind of like nestled into the wall that is not currently activated. And with that roll, you realize there's a sensor on the drone that would cause the doors to open. It's like a maintenance drone. It'll make the door open when it's within 1 foot of the door. You might be able to remove the sensor from the drone with a good enough mechanics check, which will make it so you don't have to keep rolling to hack into the doors. But also, you're really good at computers, so it's up to you if you want.
I mean, like, my computer's is much higher than my mechanics. Can I see if anything bad would happen if it doesn't go well to remove the sensor from the maintenance drone?
Go for it. Roll an inside check on the drone.
Okay, I can roll insight. That's fine. Okay, dirty 20.
Yeah, probably be fine.
I'll be fine? Okay. Then yeah, I'd like to try at least. I don't want to hurt the drone, but yeah.
If this goes horribly wrong, you can probably smash it pretty easily and just move on.
Question. Could I use my infiltration tools with that? It includes like microforceps, lockpicks, card readers, emulators.
I'll allow it.
Alright, so that's a 12. I rolled a 7. Did not go great.
You certainly remove something. But in the process of trying to remove the sensor, you break it.
Sorry, little buddy. Sorry. Okay, so, nope. Let's continue on then.
You're pretty confident that unless you do horribly wrong, a horrible job, that you'll be able to get the doors open.
Okay, alright.
So with the door open, you continue down the tunnel, and there's another door with a sensor. I'm not going to make you roll. You're able to quickly reroute it, and as the door opens, you see piles of scrap metal and electronics resting in front of 3 dark, large alcoves. There are constructs carrying pieces of scrap from a conveyor belt which runs along the left wall. They're setting the pieces in front of the alcoves. Let's mention that this is Kanasi Reading Facility. This is where they make new constructs. Just with scrap and whatever they can find. The alcove on the left is empty. The center contains a large humanoid construct, and the right alcove appears to be a half-assembled spider construct. There are several smaller drones just bustling around, working on building things. Nothing seems to be particularly paying attention to you yet. What do you do?
I said, don't remember much about the Kanasi. Are they cool? Are they chill? Are we good to just leave them alone?
I mean, these probably aren't going to automatically kill you, at least the ones that are building things, but the humanoid in the middle looks a little scary.
Yeah, that one seems concerning.
They are not particularly friendly. They don't typically get along very well with organics unless you're able to find some way to get along with them. They're probably not going to be super thrilled that you're here.
They do not play well with others. Got it.
What's the plan?
Do we want to...
Is the humanoid one fully done? Or does it look like they're just finishing it?
Almost done.
Can I tell if a signal jammer would stop anything? Because I think it has a 100-foot range. It's from Sinfrith's base.
The signal jammer stopped people from being able to communicate out.
Okay, I was thinking the drone, like, stop communicating with the drones. Communicating with each other, but...
I mean, might be able to, maybe. There's no guarantee. These are machine intelligence.
Okay.
It's operating on a different level than your communications.
Okay. Alright.
The dude in the middle is not completed, thus is not awake yet. But as you are standing and watching and debating, it's getting closer.
I'm gonna close the door.
Quietly?
As quietly as possible, yes.
Okay.
Awkwardly standing outside of the room. Still in the hallway.
Okay. So, we can live and let live and try not to provoke them, this Kanasi that is being built, or we can and go quietly try and find little buddy. I've already forgotten their name.
Velarus?
Velarus. God bless.
Yeah.
Velarus.
Okay.
And try and get out of here quickly, quietly, and let's not mess with the bots doing stuff. Yeah.
Question for the DM. The service entrance, the service route. Do we have to cross this door again to get back to it?
Nope, with the schematic you looked at, once you get through this room, you do not have to come back into this room, and I will say there's a possibility that you can access the next part of the room through the conveyor belt. Because the conveyor belt goes through this room into another room.
Oh yeah, because this is the only route. We don't have another route.
Yes, and the longer you wait and the longer you debate, the closer the dude in the middle is to being completed.
Alright then.
Okay. Well,
Yep, nope.
I was trying for non-violence, but we're gonna be violent.
Violent. Yep.
I mean, non-violence is valid, but you have 5 rounds to get through the room before it was completed.
Violence. Attack. Now, please. Surprise attack. Please. Please. Please.
So I'll say, as the two of you step into the room, you see, as the humanoid figure in the middle, you see the last few pieces go in, and he starts booting up. You can either run for it, or attack first, ask questions later. Both of you I will allow to have a surprise round.
Okay, how far is the conveyor belt first? Let's go with that. Questions. Let's do questions first.
So the conveyor belt's like on the opposite side of the room of where the alcoves are. There are drones flying back and forth with pieces from the conveyor belt. It's not that far, but this is also, it's a pretty big room. I'll say it's like 50 feet. 50 to get on the conveyor belt and slide into the other room.
Screw it. Yeah, no, I'm gonna run. I don't want to deal with. So I'm going to. Let's see. I do have bonus action dash. So I'm gonna bonus action dash, which would be 60 feet. So I'm already through.
Yeah, Anima, are you going to attack or are you attempting to zip away? Do you attack or are you booking in after Vae?
I'm booking it after Vae, I guess.
So as this Scourge Kanasi starts to awaken and become aware, the two of you just sprint across the room. Can I get an athletics check from both of you? Athletics or acrobatics, as you were having to jump around and dodge things just to make it interesting.
Ooh, that's an 8. I do still have my action, though. I will point that out.
17.
So, Anima, you make it through just fine. And as you start to, slide underneath to go under the conveyor belt, you see Vae trip. She got her foot tangled in a drone that was starting to move, and Vae, you fall to the ground. You get one action before the Scourge Kanasi goes. What do you do as you fall to the ground? You've got 15 feet left to get through the conveyor belt.
I am actually going to use a first level. Okay, I am going to use one of my complex patterns, disguise. I'm gonna look like a Kanasi myself.
Okay.
Basically, it's alter appearance.
Gotcha. What do I need to roll to see through that, or attempt to?
To discern that you are disguised in this way, the creature can use its action to inspect your appearance and must succeed on an intelligence investigation check against your channeling save DC. I have to figure out what my channeling save DC is.
It fails. You got it too.
Cool.
What does this ability look like as you use it for the first time? The thing that I'm not sure if you know you can do.
Yeah, I'm not sure either. I would say, yeah, I guess almost like code, not quite, because there's more sparkles and there's some that are just what look like particles rather than actual words and letters, characters. But yeah, it just sort of goes over Vae and it just sort of covers her and it shifts until it actually looks like a different being.
So you now look like a Kanasi, and this big scary thing with hand raisers fully believes you're a Kanasi. Steps off of the pedestal, looks at you, nods, marches up towards the front.
Does it go through the door?
It's going through the door that y'all came through.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. I'm sorry, I was just thinking, wait, is it gonna find... I don't remember their name. I remember their child's name, but not their name.
Cavalia.
Yeah.
I will say, it's been long enough, and you found her pretty quickly. She's probably rejoined with the rest of the crew, and you knew Ty and Tally were probably going to be sort of hanging back in the hangar bay area just in case. Or at least Ty was.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I'm gonna follow Anima, and then as soon as I'm out of sight, out of the room, I'm gonna message him going, hey, there's a humanoid Kanasi coming out. Watch out for it, it may be coming for you.
You just get a thumbs up from Ty, and a little explosion emoji from Tally.
We did a sneaky thing.
You did.
That was stressful.
As you enter the next room on the conveyor belt, Anima, there is a slightly awkward wait for you as you realize Vae is not immediately behind you. The conveyor belt is carrying scrap metal and electronics across this second room. There are 3 flying drones with large metal pinchers that just lift junk from the conveyor, fly it across the room, and then drop it into a 10-foot hole, which randomly snaps and pops with electricity.
Well, I don't love that.
I will say there's also, you notice, a computer terminal on the far wall that just beeps and blinks and seems to be reacting somehow whenever a drone flies by it.
Hey, for Vae, I'm not gonna do anything before... Well, is this the room with the tunnel?
Not yet.
Not yet.
You've got
okay.
one more room after this before you can access the tunnel to get the back way through. There might be a child in this room.
Exactly. I was gonna make a a check of some kind, either investigation or perception or whatever, to see if there is a young Blair around in this room anywheres.
I will point out the parent bowler did tell us the phrase, both of us the phrase.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes, they did. That will be up to me to remember it.
Yeah, saying it out loud when you don't know if they're in the room or not could draw attention to you, because as far as you can tell, the spike drones have not noticed you. They're busy picking up material from the other end of the conveyor belt and dropping it down electrical. Give me a perception check.
16 plus 6, that's a
22.
2. Yeah.
Anima, you do a quick survey of this space. You definitely clock that the drones do appear to have the capability of being problems if they decide to, though they are currently more focused on transporting materials from the conveyor belts to it's called the incineration hole, but I like calling it the electric hole. That just
both
sounds
are bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it does
Both are not
lightning
good.
damage. It does lightning damage.
Yeah, that's not incineration.
Yeah, there's nowhere that Belarus would be able to hide, but I think you do, with that high of a roll, you do see some signs of where they came through here.
Please don't be in the hole. Please don't be in the hole.
There's a door that they went through.
Is Vi here yet?
Yeah, Vi was 15 seconds after you. Vi was, not that far after you, but just long enough for you to be like, wait, where's the... Okay, there she is.
I would like to point out the disguise or alter self does last an hour.
Oh.
So, I think I'm gonna keep that on a minute.
Can I get an intelligence check from Anima?
Oh no, guys! Hello!
What's the check that she has to make to see if she recognizes that you are not actually a Kanasi?
I think it's DC 12 intelligence.
Oh no, fam. How we feeling? Is that a saving throw or just an intelligence check? It doesn't matter.
check.
It doesn't matter. It's the same. It doesn't matter. It's the same. I asked that and then I looked at it again. It doesn't matter. Oh, fuck. That's a 10.
Okay. Can I mental missive her going, hey, I look like a Kanasi right now, don't kill me? Or as she's maybe drawing a sword or something. I was like, don't kill me. I just look different. It's fine.
I
Anima, don't kill.
I just have a moment of...
Because I don't know if you realize it's still up.
Okay. Oh, yeah, true. All right, initiative?
Yeah, let's see how things go.
Oh, yes! Nat 20, so 23.
Okay, cool.
Hot damn.
14.
Oh, good.
Cool. Vi, you clock that Anima's about to do you a big time violence in enough time to have a reaction to stop her from murdering you.
No, Anima, that's me. That's me. Why are you having a thing at me? No. Oh,
Why
no,
do
no.
you
No,
look
no.
like a Kanasi?
Oh, so I tripped and, well, and this is with mental missive, because she does get a reply in that.
Yes.
So, I tripped on a bot, and the Kanasi was about to wake up, and then there was particles and code surrounding me, and then it just nodded at me and walked right by. So, yeah, this is a thing I can do now, apparently.
Oh, great. Keep doing what you're doing. We're gonna go through that door. Where's the door in relation to where we're at?
Opposite side of the room. Next to the
Okay, so
computer
it's
terminal.
It's past the pincher bots,
And the electrical, yes.
the hole of shock and death.
And you are still on the conveyor belt, have not been noticed by the pinchy stabby drones. But they will eventually get to the section of conveyor belts that you're on.
I mean, quietly slide off and...
I mean, I don't know if I need to stealth. I'm a Kanasi right now.
Yeah.
True.
They may just be like, okay, cool, this is fine. So can I go first to sort of test the waters for their reactions?
Yeah, go for it.
See if I can get to that computer terminal? Okay.
Give me a performance check. Or deception.
Ooh, that's a 3. Deception? Okay, that's +4, so that's a 6.
You step off the conveyor belt, trying to channel the energy you think a Kanasi walks with. But instincts are making you walk too much like a thief and an assassin. So the drones, the closest one notices, because it's a really bad roll, and starts to head towards you. The other two have something in their hands, in their little pinchers, so they have to go drop it off before they come and try and kill you.
Alright.
Combat begins. Anima, you get a chance to react as you see danger coming towards friend.
We're back to the pistol. It's 14 plus 5. That's a 19 to hit.
That hits. Give me the damage roll.
It's a 4 plus 2. That is 6.
It's looking bad.
Second attack.
You've blasted half of the drone off. It still has one pincher that's coming for Vae.
15 to hit.
Also hits.
And that is another 6 damage.
You blast the other half of the drone out of the sky. You were able to stop that one from attacking Vae, which buys both of you enough time to deal with the other two.
Yeah.
Okay. The two of you were able to, in short order, just shoot the other two out of the sky before they can come and be a problem. I will say, Vae, in this very casual fight, I think that you clocked that the lights on the drones were like blinking in sync with the computer terminal. Which means there's a strong possibility that that computer terminal controls them. Like their brain.
Oh. So in theory, you could just shoot the computer and deactivate them.
Yep.
Cool.
You're able to take those two out, and there is one door left for you to go through. And I think we'll get back. We'll see what's behind door number 3, which is the last room before you get back to the docking bay, so you better hope the boy's in there.
Mm-hmm.
And we will rescue Gavalia's child next time. Aboard the Opal Star is an Espergenesis 5e actual play podcast DM'd and produced by Brianna Toiver as part of Pseudonym Social, a creative podcast network.
I'm Casey, and I'm playing Anima the Ashen Forged.
My name's Alexis, and I am playing Vilena Sorrell, the Eldori.
Music is by Patrick Chester of Chester Studios. To see more of his work, visit his website at chesterstudios.net. Find out more about Pseudonym Social by visiting our website at pseudonymsocial.wordpress.com. If you like what we're doing and would like to support us, please consider leaving a review or donating to our Patreon at patreon.com/pseudonymsocial.